Hello everybody. Before we start this episode, at the time of this recording, we just passed 100 subscribers. I just want to say it has been so cool to see the support this series has gotten. I sincerely appreciate all the comments and feedback, and I just want to say thank you. It really means a lot. Anyways, cue the intro. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Ultimate Iron Man series. Last episode, we made some crazy gains. We got all the way to 72 mining, unlocking the top floor of Motherlode Mine, getting the full Prospector outfit so we could do one of the Falador Hard Diaries. We also knocked out 70 smithing, one of the 70 requirements for the Song of the Elves. And we did about 16 hours of rune crafting at the Guardians of the Rift for the Ring of the Elements, which is going to help us out a lot in our next 70 skill. That skill being 70 construction. So that's the goal for this episode. We're going to absolutely crush some mahogany homes, make those gains, and inch by inch get closer to the Song of the Elves. I hope you enjoy. But first, 72 magic coming in. What I really want to do is just get a bunch of something. We got about 4,600 nature runes, so I think while we're running around doing mahogany homes, we might alch like feathers or something stackable. I'm not too bothered about making money because we could always go back to thieving if we run low on cash. So I think I'm going to do that and start on this construction grind. Let's get it. But first, we have a cheeky little fishing level coming in. I was gone the weekend, so I had some time to AFK, seeing family, and managed to snag a fishing level. So that is 75 fishing. We can now catch roquette fish, which we will never do. First construction level coming in, 51 construction. Man, look at me alching in between my contracts, boys. So efficient. 52 construction. 53. 55 coming in. 56. 57. Ooh, first mage level coming in of the grind. There is 73 mage. You won't believe the next clip I got for you guys. 58 construction, baby. So I just realized we have enough points to buy the plank sack now. So let's go ahead and snag it. And I believe now our experience per hour should go up a little bit. This can hold 28 planks. So I think now we'll start bringing more steel bars because we'll be able to store way more planks. Really happy to get that. 60 construction. Beautiful. 62 construction coming in. Also today we had some time to AFK, so we got 76 fishing and 72 agility and 61 strength at the pond. Oh, we got a medium clue scroll. Could this be some content? You know, guys, I know I've debated you last episode for the Ranger boots. This time I'm not going to do it because we're going to actually get Ranger boots. So here we go. Just realized we have enough points to get our first piece of the carpenter's outfit. So we're going to get the boots for collection log. And I'll throw up on screen what the carpenter's outfit does. It's pretty much like all the other boosting outfits where each piece gives a certain amount of experience boost and the full set gives 2.5%. What are those? 63 construction. Hey, and there's the next magic level coming in, 74. I think we'll get 75 by the time we use all these nature runes, which will be super nice. Oh, and there's 1,500 total level. Woo, we are growing on up. Look at us. 65 construction. We are 5 levels away. Let's get it. 66 construction. Ooh, another medium clue scroll. I'm loving these clue scrolls we're getting while woodcutting. Let's try to do it. All right, so first step looks like we need an adamant halberd, a mystic robe bottom, and a diamond ring. The halberd is not hard to get. We have the blue mystic robe bottom. The diamond ring, we got to go a little bit out of our way. I'll probably go mine a diamond and then make the diamond ring. But you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I got a good feeling about this clue scroll. Ooh, 75 magician coming in. That's a huge level because, you know, in 20 years, we can use the trident. There's actually no way. First rock, we got the diamond. Let's go. And we just used our last nature rune. We just gained, I think, a little over 300,000 magic experience from all those nats we had, which I think is well worth it. I'd rather have the experience over the money any day. All right, first clue step done. And I think we're actually going to build this stash unit. Let's see if it uses the planks out here. It does. Nice. All right. Got the casket. Was it worth it? An honorable blessing. I might be able to store that. Let's see. Can we store it? We can. Nice. I don't know how many situations that will be actually useful, but it might come in handy in the future. 67 construction. We are getting closer. It's actually a pretty nice level because we can now make the Mahogany Demon and Eagle Lectern, which we'll use for house tabs and probably Bones to Peaches in the future. 68 house making. Looks like we have enough points for the Carpenter's Helmet now, so let's grab it. Got another 0.4% experience boost up to 0.6%. Look at us go. Well, I got some bad news. We just finished our last contract. We have no money. We are about, I'd say about 80K-ish off of 70, which means we need approximately 120,000 coins. So, you know what that means. Well, I was getting a little carried away. I was just having too much fun over here, whacking these guys on the head. We got 213K. I think that's plenty enough, so let's get back at it. 69 construction, 1 to go. Well, I bet you didn't see this coming in. Look at that experience drop, almost 9K Slayer experience. We got 149 tiers that go. Up to 38 Slayer. It's still so strange to get Slayer experience from Tears of Guthix, but, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes on a UIM. There it is, 70 construction. Boys and girls, we have made it. After about a week of playing, I haven't been able to play as much as I'd like to recently, but I am so glad to knock that out of the way. Such a nice 70 coming in. And you know what? We got one more to go, so let's go do it. Well, we were here just finishing up a birdhouse run, and I wanted to mention, in case anyone was curious, how many uses we actually used on the Ring of the Elements, going from 50 to 70 construction. So if we remove it, and then I think if we uncharge it, cool, right? So right now we have 850 charges left, which means going from 50 to 70 construction, you can bet on using about 150 charges. Actually, I thought would be a whole lot more. It's not as many as I thought, but just in case anyone was curious, I thought I'd let you know. You know what's pretty wild is that this is the first time we've actually trained Hunter properly on this account and not just only through birdhouse runs. So I guess that's kind of crazy. We're like almost 67 Hunter, and this is the first time actually training it. And speaking of 67 Hunter, there it is, just a few more levels to go. 69 Hunter coming in, we have 1 Hunter level to go. So I just had a freaking epic clip of me getting 70 Hunter, and it decided to delete itself. But anyways, there it is, we just got 70 Hunter. We now have all the 70s we need for the Song of the Elves. And we would be ready to jump right on into the quest line. However, it's recommended in the Song of the Elves to have 82 mage, and that's because you really need to be able to use blood and ice splits during the last battle. So now I need to figure out how we're going to get from 75 to 82 mage. Well, we're here. If you didn't guess, this is how we're going to do it. So what I want to do is make about 500k or so, and then I want to go to the Magic Training Arena because I would really like to have the Master's Wand at some point, and of course the Infinity Boots as well. So we're going to make 500k, and then we're going to go to the Magic Training Arena, see how far it gets us. Hopefully we'll knock out 82 mage in the process. Ooh, there's 88 Thieving coming in, getting pretty close to our first 90 skill. So we're coming on about the 1 hour mark of pickpocketing. You can see we're getting an easy 200k experience per hour. And that's with me not really paying attention. I'm just sitting here chilling, watching YouTube videos. If you didn't know, there's about a 1 to 1.1875 experience to GP ratio. So in the 200k experience I got roughly 170k GP per hour, which isn't too bad. Alright, we just hit 500k, so let's go blow this on some nature runes. You know, thinking back, I wish I wouldn't use all those nature runes on High Alch, but you know, whatever. At least we have a lot of law runes that we can use for Magic Training Arena. So let's go buy the nature runes and see what we can do. So we got our runes bought. You can see we stopped at 2,000 nature runes. We're just going to see how far that takes us. My plan is to come in here and get enough pizzazz points to be able to buy the Infinity Boots. Now, I won't buy them, but it'll be nice to already go ahead and get the points that we need to be able to buy them. And then any nature runes I have left over after we have enough for the Infinity Boots, I'm just going to do the alchemy rune because based on some calculations, I think it's about the best GP per experience for magic that I can get here. So we need the points anyway. We might as well do it. And also the alchemy room is really good experience per hour. So that is the plan. Let's get to it. First room up is the enchantment room. Everyone loves this room. It's so simple. All I do is run around and enchant the dragon stones. It's the best usage of cosmics. It might not be the fastest, but it's super chill. So I'm going to do it this way. And after literally like 10 minutes, there is enough enchantment points for the infinity boots. So next, I think we're going to do telekinetic. It appears the RuneLight plugin is not working right now, but that's no problem because I have done my fair share of Magic Training Arenas, so shouldn't be an issue. That didn't take too long at all. About 45 minutes later, we are done with the telekinetic room. Next, I think we're going to do everyone's favorite, the graveyard room. As y'all probably remember, I actually got Bones of Peaches prior to starting recording this series. So this makes this room way easier being able to eat peaches and not bananas. Also, I thought I'd show you a little tip here. So what you want to do is you want to click on the deposit food chute before you cast Bones of Peaches or Bones of Bananas. And I'll show you why. So once you fill it up and you get 20, I like to do 20 at a time. You click on it and then press Bones of Peaches. What you'll do is your character will run over while he's casting Bones of Peaches and auto deposit into the food chute. And I'll show you what happens when you don't click on the chute first. So I got my full inventory, clicked on Bones of Peaches. You see my character doesn't move, right? So if you just want to be a little bit more efficient while doing this, make sure to click on the chute first and then click on Bones of Peaches. Watch, I'll do it again. That way you run over there and it auto deposits, just to make this room a little bit easier on you guys. Well, that was not bad at all. 120 pizzazz points in the graveyard completed. That means we just have one more to go, and that is the alchemy room. Are you boys ready to see a fat experience drop? Cha-ching! That was juicy. Also, by the way, we do have enough pizzazz points right now to get the infinity boots, but we're going to go ahead and use the rest of our nature runes here and see how much magic experience we get. So if there are any Iron Men out there that are just putting off getting infinity boots, just do it. It's really not that long at all. I mean, 2 hours maximum and you'll have them. It seems a wild Magic Training Arena bot has appeared. Oh yes, very nice. Here comes another fat experience drop. Ooh, 20k, that never gets old. And that is 76 magic. We're actually one magic level away from being able to do super glass make. So whenever we want to, get some crafting up, we can go to the charter ships and do it. Just use our last nature rune. This should get us to level 77 mage coming in. We are getting closer. Let me get out of here. Let me tell you the plan I think I'm going to go with. All right, boys and girls, I think I got a plan. So the original plan was to get 82 mage, and that's because it's recommended to have both blood and ice splits during the boss fight at the Song of the Elves. However, I've been doing some research while alching, and I saw another fellow UIM do the boss fight with only blood blitz, so I know it's possible. So, if only 80 magic is the goal, that means that the money we need to get 80 mage is much less than 82. Now, we just got 77 magic, but we're still 3 levels away from getting what we need. I'm actually enjoying myself in Magic Training Arena, so I think what I'm going to do is get enough pizzazz points to get the Master Wand. Now this is something I know I want for the long game, and having it unlocked would be super nice for the account. So I think I'll get enough pizzazz points to be able to unlock both the Infinity Boots and their Master's Wand. That way when we're ready to grab them, they're already unlocked. So I'm going to go use the rest of my cash and buy runes, and then see how much more we may need to get the rune stack I'm looking for. Alright, we have exhausted the rest of our GP. That is all we have to our name. But we got as many nature's runes as we could. We also are going to need some more earth runes for the graveyard and for the enchantment room. And based on my calculations, we only need about 170 to 200,000 GP to finish off the runes needed for the Master Wand, which is not much at all. So we're going to go knock it out at blackjacking once again and then make our way back to the Mage Training Arena and get some more magic experience. Oh baby, 89 Thieving coming in. We are here with all the runes we need. First up is the Enchanter's Room. And there it is, boys and girls, 6,000 enchantment pizzazz points. I put way too many hours into this episode, and it's still a little shorter than I would like, so let me tell you all a little story. I'll have you know this story ends in misfortune, but before I explain myself, let me take a step back and tell you how my fortune was first made. Back when I was just a wee little lad, probably 17 years ago or so, you would most often find me in Sears merching bowstring and dragon med helms. I would spend days at a time buying bowstring from people making it at the spinning wheel for 100 GP and then go and sell it to higher level players for 120 GP in bulk. In a good week, I can make upwards of 400k. When I wasn't merching bowstrings, I was standing at the top of Sears Bank. A lot of you guys probably don't even know that there is a top to Sears Bank, but there is. There's a second floor. And I would stand there spamming, buying D-Meds 450k while simultaneously selling them at 500k, making a nice chunk of cash on successful trades. Life was simpler back then, and making money was a real grind in those days for younger me. After about a month of merching, I was finally able to trade in my rune plate legs trimmed for the fabled dragon plate legs. Now these bad boys would cost me 2.6 mil back then. And remember, this was before the removal of free trade in the Grand Exchange. I was on cloud 9, strutting around in my D legs. I may as well have been the king of Camelot. About a week passed by, and I was merching in Sears Bank when I saw a trade I could not refuse. A man was trading his Gunthan's War Spear, a spear worth well over 13 mil at the time. But he wasn't specifying how much or what he was trading for. Remember, in those days, bartering was prevalent as free trade ruled the market. So out of curiosity, I trade him and ask, how much? To my utter amazement, he was trading his war spear for a Sears ring. A 450k ring worth only a fraction of the weapon he held in his hand. Immediately, my 14-year-old mind starts racing. I need a Sears ring fast because I didn't have one. As I scoured the bank for someone trading a Sears ring, I finally found someone. As quick as I could, I rushed over to the player and traded him, knowing I would give up anything to get that ring. I trade him. Again, I ask, how much? He replies, dragon plate legs. Now that was a tough ask. I just got my dragon plate legs, and the last thing I wanted to do was let them go. But I knew I was about to turn an incredible profit, and I just could not let this opportunity pass me by. Reluctantly, I took my plate legs off and traded him, knowing in my mind I was about to make a healthy 10 mil profit. I accept, he accepts, sweat accumulating on my brow as I wait for the next trade screen to show he accepts too. Boom, in my inventory sat a Sears ring I knew was about to be worth 13 mil. As fast as my Windows Vista could respond to my clicks, I Usain bolted over to the War Spear man who stood there in full Gunthans, something barely seen at the time in RuneScape. I traded him once, waiting, watching him spam, selling War Spear over and over. I trade him again, and then 3 times every second, as fast as one can humanly trade without mouse keys. I start sweating. At this point, I am yelling, trade me, while he continues to spam selling War Spear. Seconds went by, then minutes. Then after about 10 minutes of pure shrilling panic, a cold chill went up my spine. My 14-year-old brain started putting the pieces together. I had been scammed, conned, stripped, bamboozled. My month's worth of merching had been stolen in a matter of seconds. Devastated, I logged out, cut my computer off, and cried. I literally cried. They say men don't have feelings, but that day I felt the weight of the world crash down on me as I bore the betrayal of 1,000 lifetimes. I would take a week off RuneScape, something completely unheard of at that point in my life. It took a while to recover, but during that time I went from a boy to a man. A zygote to a full-blown alpha Chad as I learned that there was evil in the world and never would I be such a blind fool again. I got scammed very shortly after that, but I may save that for another video. Well, that concludes my story time. Let me know if you want to hear any more stories in the future, and I may just throw them in every now and then. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. There's 483 points in the telekinetic room. I was talking to a good buddy of mine, another fellow UIM, and he was saying, I was telling him my plans of getting the Infinity Boots and the Master Wand, or at least getting the points now, and so I could get them later. And he was kind of talking me through getting the Infinity Boots, how they're not really that useful on a UIM. They're really not worth the extra inventory space in your bag, and even the Eternal Boots down the road wouldn't really be worth it. So since that's the case, I think I'm just going to skip the Infinity Boots and just get enough points to get at least the Master Wand for now. And finally, the last room we need to get pizzazz points in is the Graveyard Room, so let's get it. With this final deposit, there is 480 Graveyard points. Get me out of here. We now have enough points for the Master's Wand. That is so freaking sick. On the Ultimate Iron Man, baby. Let's go. I was just out here admiring how good the Magic Training Arena looks, and I realized that for most of this episode, I haven't had the HD client on. That's my bad. I literally just noticed. I was like, something doesn't look quite right, and that's what it was. So my apologies. I'll keep it on from now on if you guys like it. But anyways, as you can imagine, that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. We made a crazy amount of gains, getting all the way from 50 to 70 construction, also getting 70 hunter. We got quite a few magic levels and a couple thieving levels. We're not going to quite grab the Master Wand yet because of what I have planned next. Also, I wanted to add, you may have noticed I didn't upload last Friday, and that's because the videos have now officially caught me in real time. So from now on, I'll probably just upload when I think I have a quality video for you guys and when it makes sense. But I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all enjoy. I love you all. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.